Press to adjust. Oh, I could be doing inspect new. What's...
You got on the camera on a short list. More than just a name to them now.
So this is us. Age 27, female, music linguistics are our selections, reason cited, declined. Trace status intact, function derived from combat with subject, trace data encrypted in function, red. Background ranked in the top percentile of Cloudbank's contemporary performing artists for 5 years. Red demonstrated early interest in music despite studying in Traverson Hall. Traverson groomed many of the city's most ambitious civic planning, though Red spent the majority of her time developing the Academy's nascent arts program and was the first on record to select 2 non-traditional disciplines. Records indicate she was reluctant to explain, citing personal reasons. She remained reticent even after gaining the spotlight, and when asked about her past and influences, she would often say her work spoke for her itself. She did admit, however, that she never wrote her music with intent to stir controversy. Okay. Decryption progress is of course just the first level. Active slot effects. Harm and disrupt nearby targets, yes. Upgrade slot effects, and here's different upgrades that we have at the moment. Interesting. Inspect new.
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody. The someone who died, so who we got the breach from, I guess. Still figuring things out, non-recoverable, kind of interesting that you can just like look at all of them like this. Function derived from contact with subject, trace data encrypted in function. Subject background data corrupted during interrogation, reason unknown, error. What about this then?
Lillian Platt used to run the OVC. Said she left for personal reasons.
Okay, and then we've got the spark from this Lillian Platt. Function derived from contact with subject. There is data encrypted in function. Background. One of the preeminent scientific minds in Cloudband, Mrs. Lillian Platt was the youngest ever individual to be elected as chairwoman of the OVC board. Under her leadership, the number of OVC terminals in Cloudband more than doubled and the quality of the broadcast strengthened more than 4-fold. However, she then became the youngest ever individual to leave the post, as she tendered a resignation in less than 2 years to pursue extracurricular interests. In private conversations, several of her former colleagues indicated that Mrs. Platt left following the sudden disappearances of a close personal friend, Mr. Maxilius Darcy, who, according to official OVC transcripts, decided one day to move to the country. Interesting. So, age 23. Selection physics, negotiations, reason-sided problem solving, integrated, trace hatches. Integrated into us, I guess, is what it means. What about this one?
Preston Moyle. Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
So Preston Moyle. Derived from contact with the subject, trace data encrypted in function. 29-year-old male, reflexive machinery would be the selection. Reason cited, I want to go fast and go far. Integrated. Background. Cloudbank's racing circuits never knew the likes of Preston Moyle, who shattered speed records with aplomb for 4 years straight. Credited with popularizing the sport of 1200cc racing, Mr. Moyle gained celebrity not merely for his exceptional riding ability, but also because he built his motorbikes with his own hands. Ever the thrill seeker, Mr. Moyle became known for seeking out Cloudbank's remotest strips of road. The one day, Mr. Moyle was altogether gone, having left all his personal effects behind, save for his fastest bike. Freewheeling tracking system on his bike indicate that Mr. Moyle headed northwest across the canals late one night, averaging speeds 228% faster than the common standard. He surely was ever aware that the northwestern corner of the Cloudbank was offline pending investigation, and this was likely the appeal. Having his very own abundant part of town to race through on his custom bike was Preston Moyle's dream. And the reality lived up to the dream, judging by the volume of Mr. Moyle's laughter recorded by his bike. However, the recording stopped abruptly. Description progresses level 2 apparently, while encrypted insufficient access. Is it because I'm using it as a upgrade? I'm not sure.
Strasbourg was out of control. Thought the admins put him away.
Then the stealth would be coming from a 29-year-old male Triggerian comedy. Everybody wears a mask, right? Maybe. So Showman Strasbourg. Background. Considered the most elusive entertainer in Cloudbank by 12% of the population. Not that huge of a population though. Not like that. Mr. Shower Strasbourg earned his reputation through numerous absurd public pranks and other daring or ill-advised feats. Thus he earned the nickname of magician from his many thousand fans and enjoyed executing highly unusual unscheduled performances in Cloudbank's most bustling neighborhoods. His acts grew more ambitious over time, culminating in his promise to skydrop into a restricted region of Goldwalk and walk right out, escaping administrative detection. Well, interesting enough stuff. I can frolic whenever I wish. Specifically in here, I have no idea why I'm doing this stuff, but I can do it, so... Come closer, streetcars running Goldwall channel. What's in here then?
Want to check the channel back there?
If you rather would check the channel, well... Actually, I can use the bridge from here. Ah, I'm pressing the wrong button, that is. Well, that's at least one taken care of. Could we draw a little bit into this direction then? Sure. Got those cells. Okay. Let's do sparks. I think that should be fine enough as it is. Let's then activate this and use it when we have done the turn into the end.
Dream's getting fixed.
Well, I'm more than happy to be doing more sparks when we just had the possibility of actually getting this done. Blocked? Question mark? Is it completely blocked, or are you just thinking that it's blocked, even though it wouldn't be blocked? Let's try at least a couple and then do some preach, I guess. Should be pretty much destroyed, yes. Good.
Okay, it's on.
It is interesting indeed that when there's no turn order, then on the other hand, we can't indeed do these other abilities, which is totally fine. It didn't go. Yeah. Just passing through completely. 3 achieved. Lovely. Apparently we see another function that we can pick. Use a level 3. So this would be load. Explosive area effect. Form a volatile packet, strike packet, produce a large blast. Or upgrade loft effect would be increase the area effect of most functions. Switch on the other hand would be hypnotic double crossing. Alter target's allegiance, causing it to serve the user. Interesting. Upgrade slowed effect. Integrated allegiance altering subordinate into most function. I like both of them. I would like the idea of having more area effect, but I think this is more interesting, so I think I wanna be picking that first and all. Foremost. Nonetheless. Access point. I assume that's the way we need to go, so let's go and investigate the other area first. Though I could be having a look into this. Let's first of all inspect this a little bit.
The sky like Yandale. Why her?
Good question, but I guess we don't see anything about her, just pretty much because we haven't installed it anywhere yet. So meteorology and chemistry, sky looks blue because we want it to. Integrated, 26 female. Nonetheless. But I think I want to be using this, but what would I then take away? I like stealth. I like the ability of this to allow the function to be used during turn recovery, though it might be better for some other purpose than just stealth, in all honesty, considering that then we could maybe battle a little bit better also then, and not just go into stealth. But on the other hand, the stealth can be good at some points, so I'm not sure about it yet. Sparks I like breach, so I guess I will try out to remove this and rather put this into action here. And I guess we'll see if I can put this into as an upgrade to something. Aha, so this would give a upgrade of a target immobilized and target invulnerable. So I don't think it would be a good one, that they would be immobilized while they would be actually on our side. Though invulnerable might be okay, but on the other hand, isn't it a good thing that they get damage from the enemies, because they are nonetheless, after all, our enemy. Bridge will stun and disrupt targets, expose invulnerabilities. That might be a good one. Stun duration, target vulnerability, target vulnerable. More vulnerable to other functions. That could be also, of course, that we would use this first to make others vulnerable. And then could use something else. But I think I'll go with the breach for now, considering there's also the stun. Here it would give user our area effect stun and target vulnerable. Install the upgrade there. Let's have a look what this would do if we would rather see about putting it into something else. Switch will be usable during turn recovery. Here it just increases our speed and faster turn recovery. I do like the faster turn recovery though, so I guess I'll keep it there just for that purpose. So let's inspect the function now. I guess it's something that we will find more about it when we have used it more. Probably. Possibly. At least. Yeah, pretty much. Definitely wanna be trying this out. Let's go.
That's a first. This can't be the channel.
Can't be the channel, you say? I wonder what these are, but I guess they are enemies.
Guess what's inside?
Well, I guess we should be going and starting a fight. That seems to be doing a pretty good amount of damage. I don't know if the switch really does a lot in here though, to be completely honest. So maybe I should just be heading into here and maybe try to do a breach here, at least see about killing some more of this. Okay, I guess that's fine. Okay, so let's try to kill these other things first, I guess. I wonder if I would be using the switch into that. How would it exactly affect it? What would it do? Well, unless it would give us time to kill these other things in the meantime, pretty much.
Easy now.
Yeah, I don't think that it was really that useful, but... well, at least we did delay it for a moment or so. Guess the breach is probably one of the better damage dealers that we have, and we are pretty far from it. It also put it backwards. Let's go into the stealth a little bit. Wait until we had the turn. And then... I don't think that's necessarily the best plan then. To get it a little bit more into there, and then let's do some more breach. Of course, probably not necessary. Oh.
They're fixing the big guy.
Okay, well. There's more of these guys now again, so I'm not exactly happy with that, but we're getting closer at least of killing that one. I think I will be using the mask ASAP when I can. Okay. Jerk will move faster when reduced below 50% of the life. It's almost dead anyways though, so let's just make sure it's gonna be dying and then
Why not?
heal some more. Good. The respawning idea is also interesting, that they will respawn if we don't kill it fast enough then again, or recollect that thing. And yes, it's all quiet, which is a very good thing. Okay, so we arrived from here into this location. Let's check this area out. Okay, this is just a... I guess it also is like a safe spot. What's the OVC terminal about? Gold Walk still...
Up and left. Nothing to see here.
Gold Walk still offline. More questions than answers following the evacuation of the popular Cloudbank district. News brief. The northwestern quadrant of the Cloudbank remains...
It's just towing the line.
Remains offline pending investigation, OPI. Authorities are downplaying any connection between their investigation and recent disappearances. Chief Inspector Walter Nees praised the work of the 18th Precinct, charged with the task. This is the most thorough procedure ever conducted on my watch, said Mrs. Nees. Presently, there is no estimate for when Goldwalk citizens will be able to return home. Sure, let's comment. Don't believe a word of this nonsense. Don't count on Goldwall opening up again anytime soon, R. Thank you for your response. Don't believe any lies that are told. Goldwall Plaza, no people detects 0. Did this just take us into the same location? I guess so. This was like an extra area. I guess we just need to go and exit from that area. Maybe. I guess so.
Out of the channel in record time. 8 blocks off. Almost there.
Good, good. So is there like a safe at the same time when we use this? At least I didn't notice there, but maybe, maybe not. Let's inspect now. Okay, now we do see some more. Background: she was Cloudbank's first ever sky painter, someone who took the everyday occasions of the ever-changing sky and made an art of it. She worked for the pleasure of thousands who remembered they once took the sky for granted. Mrs. Yondale gained a significant following as she transformed the skies around the city, and as her skill and popularity grew side by side, she started taking requests. One such request came from her heart. She was drawn to the district of Goldwalk, where her suitor lived, and there she would change the horizon to shimmering sapphire for the solists, and for their and everyone's sake. This was when her art became a liability. Of course it did. Of course it did. So pass through.
Get ready to get jumped.
I'm sure we will.
Why not? Let's not stick around.
Oh, not jumped yet, you say? Mayhap, rather. Birds. Portable Falls.
Wish we could just sit and watch the world go by.
But it's a nice river, still in existence as such. Creep.
Got some kind of cheerleader this time.
I was looking at that. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to exactly get to there, but I guess I'll just then use some sparks to there. Should be pretty much that. Then it's of course a different question how I will actually get into there. Or maybe I should try to rather see if that wants to be our cheerleader. Maybe. Let's do that. Let's see if we can do such a thing. And then rather hit that one. I was thinking that it should be helping us instead, right? And so it is. That's a fun way of us being able to. Yeah, that's no sense of us doing that when we could be using a breach instead. I'm just like trying to get into a perfect spot to get breach on both of these. Okay, that seems like a good enough of a way to get this. Unfortunately, it changed sides again, but I can always get it back to my side. So, just like that. Not sure if this is exactly already able to do it, but hopefully. Get our turn back. Good. Kill it. Keep you still into our side. I would need to be able to get there though.
Good to go.
I guess you're the only one that I need to get, so let's just destroy you, hopefully. Nice. No, it managed to. I didn't notice that I hadn't yet gotten this. Well, guess can't really be helped. Well, let's do what we can. Let's mask ourselves for the moment so that we can get this back and then just kill it. And collect it.
We're done here.
Yes, would have been better if I actually had noticed to collect that, but otherwise using the cheerleader in that way was pretty sweet. For sure, I think. Amphitheater Parkway, access point. Yes, could just do all sort of things, but no need. Amphitheater Parkway.
Hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
Hopefully so. I could at least hope so.
Here we are.
More of our pictures here. It quite clearly seems.
Deserted.
Pretty much.
Unless you count him.
Yes. Hello.
Where'd everybody go? Well, we're gonna get you out of here. He says the process wiped him out. He's too far gone.
Process. I wonder what kind of ability we are getting from
They know
him.
we're here.
Okay. It's one of those who teleports, isn't it? Then there's no sense for me to... Oh, there's a cheerleader. That, on the other hand, I think I will be happy to get on my side. Yeah, that's all that I can do.
Help us out.
Okay, good. We got that again. I don't think I have to do that quite yet, but I do sort of have to do that very soon. Okay, let's at least destroy a few from there. Okay, and I do have to collect this cell, of course. Let's just destroy that as well, and then make sure that this stays on our side, I think. Ouch. Okay. Let's just then try to hit this a little bit more, I think. Should be okay enough. Then just prepare to be using this rather. Oh, I didn't manage to pick up that cell though. Let's get you on our side. Then just, I guess I will be hanging around here more or so. I'm not getting even that gun, but that's not necessarily as big of a deal. I guess I got that accidentally onto my side, which is kind of a silly thing. Well, I would like you to still be on my side. You know. I guess that's all I could then do. Well, just waiting for a bit. Don't start doing that again. Good friend. Let's at least get one proper attack against that guy. Well, if I could have. Okay. Let's just do this, I guess. Let's just do more of it. If that also gets destroyed, then it does. I have others that I can try to be getting into our side. After all. That is again protected though, so I don't like exactly that. Let's just kill that when we can now. And after that, I'm ready to go into the mask. So we can get some speed and get to collect the cell. That's also a cheerleader. Let's see if I can get that cheerleader into our side. There's still a problem, sort of, because that guy's still an enemy. Like, or it's still protected, so I can't exactly attack against it, though. And I need to wait until this goes on. Okay, let's just try to kill this guy while we can. While it doesn't have the bonus. Still is apparently kicking. Not anymore though. Not anymore. Sure. And let's just go and start killing that as well. There is this sad thing that this is again still alive, because there's not too much I can do exactly about trying to get it when it's like in that sort of a situation. Not sure if I'm getting it right now, but let's at least be prepared to go into stealth.
Okay. Look at him go.
Well. Let's just use some sparks. Think that's pretty okay. Use loads of sparks to kill all of those. Well, one did stay alive. Another one too, I guess. Yes. Bad cells. But most of these aren't exactly dangerous anymore, considering there's also like this guy who is a cheerleader, yes, but otherwise not really that dangerous. And then there's just these two that I need to kill off. So not a big issue anymore.
I think I know where everyone went.
Killed, I assume you mean. So, let's check this. You don't see that he would have exactly given us a function. But maybe he didn't then. No, don't see at least one that the guy would have given us, but I guess that's fine.
The lights on.
Into the box office apparently. Shows planned 48.